Another break of dawn. 32 FM 94.9.
A very good morning to you out there. 32 FM 94.9. It's the Break of Dawn paper review. We're taking a look at the major stories coming out of the pages of the newspapers this morning. My name is Kenny DUROTILU. I'll be joined by Dele Deojo in a bit, and we'll be taking a look at the headlines together. Let's start off with the front page of the Punch newspaper. I have this one here. It's a major story. INEC Governor's List. Litigation kicks 14 APC, PDP, LP candidates out. Like I said, the major story out of the Punch newspaper this morning. Atiku Okowa in Bauchi received defectors. There's another one talking politics there. Firm registers 20 billion naira commercial paper on FMDQ. Ezekwesili seeks policies leadership to boost economy. Another story there from the Punch newspaper. CBN grants express payments mobile money license CB. Elsewhere, Adamu APC governors meet to adjust Tinubu's campaign list. Another story there from the Punch. Senate ignores partisanship allegations, confirms 19 wrecks. Also talking politics there from the Punch newspaper. No way discos won't ration power supply. Wala Joseph. Controversy trails Ethiopia's visa on arrival ban. That's talking business out of the Punch newspaper. Apprentice sexually assaults boss daughter, jailed for life. Another story from the Metro pages of the Punch. Let's take a look at another one here. 18 governors working for Obi, says Ohaneze. Another one from the Punch. Before we take a look at another paper, Khloe Kardashian slams Kanye West over custody claims. Alright, taking a look at the Daily Post. 2023 mammoth crowds at campaign grounds. What Nigerians are saying. It's a piece there out of Daily Post. 2023, I don't know where Tinubu is. Kiamo speaks on APC candidates' Twitter video. Military secures release of 23 remaining passengers of Abuja Kaduna train attack. Wike is PDP's greatest asset. Ihocha Ayu. Amid crisis. Adamu meets NWC APC governors over Tinubu's campaign list. Talking politics there. Appeal court challenges federal government ASU to resolve strike dispute of justice system. Let's take a look at another one out of the Daily Post. Ekiti Guba, absence of witness stalls tribunal sitting. Some more from the Daily Post. Senate confirms 19 Rex NUPRC Executive Commissioner. Adamo announces plan for Teachers Service Commission. FEC fine-tunes 2023 budget proposals ahead of presentation to NAS. Tinubu Shetima ticket. I won't vote Muslim in 2023. Archbishop Onayekon says Ogun 2023 PDP NWC to appeal court judgment ordering fresh primaries. Over 142,000 politicians to camp to PDP from APC. In Bauchi, political parties cautioned at peace accord signing in Kwara. From the Guardian newspaper strike, federal government weakens ASU, registers rival union. Also, you find this one in business. Over 20,000 applicants jostle for Nigeria air jobs. And Nigeria's digital quality of life falls as internet affordability drops. In politics, INEC clears Delta's Obo Vewori omits Ogun PDP LP governorship candidates. House investigates incessant national grid collapse is another one there out of the Guardian. APC unsure of campaign flag off as Adamu insists on party supremacy over PCC. 18 governors behind Obi, says Ohaneze. Take a look at some stories out of the nation. Minimum wage welfare demands dominate World Teachers' Day. 3 scientists win Nobel Prize in chemistry is another one there out of the nation. Terrorism financing, Nigeria's image has improved globally, says NFIU boss. Disappointment awaits those trying to cause division in PDP, says IU. Sands to Buhari swear in Ariwola, appoint more justices for Supreme Court. Army court martials 68 officers, soldiers. 2023 ACF warns politicians against rigging, thuggery. FEC discusses 2023 budget proposals ahead of presentation to National Assembly. Some of the stories out of the pages of the newspapers this morning. We'll take some messages, and when we come back, we'll be taking analysis and your reactions much later. To stay with us.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
Go, with Countdown Choco. Go. Get up and go. No matter what you gotta do it. Countdown Choco. By the rich must earn for vitality. Get up and go. Stay strong, save the world, take action. Get up and go.
Cowbell chocolate with Vitarich plus iron.
Zumbo, why are you going looking like you want to beat somebody? See me see trouble, oh. I beg, see waiting I order. See waiting they deliver, give me. It resemble, and I don't pay online. Chai, now why I like to buy on Jumia? I feel return waiting I buy for free within 7 days after it has been delivered to me. And you tell me before, oh. Now Jumia I go to buy from now. But first, that's in apparel. Now me and you today. Zumbo. Enjoy the peace of mind that comes with free returns when you shop on Jumia. Terms and conditions apply. Jumia, your everyday delivered.
Hello, where are you?
I'm coming. I'm very close.
Quick, we're going for a full spa session afterwards. My treat.
Spa indeed. You that complained of being broke just last week.
Well, that was before I won a 150,000 naira gift card in the Zenith Better Life promo season 2.
That's right. Zenith Bank is giving away gifts worth 150,000 naira each to 20 lucky customers every 2 weeks in the Zenith Better Life promo Season 2. To qualify, open a Zenith Bank account and maintain a minimum of 5,000 naira for a month. Request, collect, and activate your Zenith Bank debit card, physical or virtual. Then register for star 966 hash or Zenith mobile banking. What's more, 5 mega winners also get gifts worth 500,000 naira every quarter. This promo is open to new and existing account holders from February 1st, 2022 to January 31st, 2023. Terms and conditions apply. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
No matter what I do, you love me unconditionally. You show up for me every day, no matter when I show you.
A mother's love is unconditional. Nothing serves this love better than a bowl of Indomie. So, show some love with Indomie.
Show me love. You show love.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
All right, it's great to have you join us back. It's the Break of Dawn pay-per-view, 32 FM 94.9. And we're taking a look at the stories to help us make sense of that is Professor Olu Ojedokun in the house this morning. Good morning, Prof.
And top of the day to you.
All right, Prof, let's start off with the major one coming out of the Daily Post this morning. It has to do with the release of the Kaduna train attack passengers. We understand the military has announced the release of all the remaining 23 passengers, and also the 7-man presidential committee is actually said to be the ones who secured that particular release.
I think that's tremendously good news. It doesn't matter who secure their release. The important thing for now, at least, is that we bask in the euphoria of their release. Of course, we have to do a post-mortem thereafter. But I think the moment now is to rejoice with the families, to give kudos to the government and all those that have participated. It's been a long haul. It's been a torture. It's been a long suffering, a period of anxiety for the families. And we must remember that not all of them came out. Some died.
Right.
You know, some really died. And so, yes, we rejoice. My prayer, really, and the prayer of many people, is that this sort of incidents will not be routine in Nigeria, even if they occur. There will be situations where the perpetrators of such acts will be pursued, will be apprehended, and of course prosecuted. But for today, we bask in the euphoria of their release.
I mean, that's it's definitely good news for us at this time. 23 released. But at the same time, I'm thinking, have we learned the lessons from this one? Just recently, the federal government, we had news about them deploying vigilantes across the rail networks and all of that. Do you think that is proactive enough? That's enough of a measure to help curb incidences like this in the future?
Well, first and foremost, I think we just have to realize that even as we speak, the Kaduna-Abuja rail line is moribund for now. Nobody's operating it, or the government is not operating it, for fear of insecurity. So that's a negative for us in that sense. So whatever we say, we've lost a lot of money from that point of view. Have we learned lessons? I'm not sure, and I don't know. But this is a time to learn some lessons, of course. Obviously, one of the indications are that they will now be using drones, and that they'll be using some CCTVs and all sorts to monitor centrally security. So maybe there are some changes afoot. But until we have a full-fledged rail running, and it's been tested over a period of time, we would not know whether these lessons have truly been grasped.
All right, another one here. Appeal court challenges federal government ASU to resolve strike dispute out of justice system. We hear the appellate court has suggested 24 hours for both parties. That's, of course, ASU and the federal government to come out with a resolution to the lingering crisis there. What do you make of that particular one?
I think the court is right. This is not a what is it called a judicial matter. This is an industrial dispute, and if it's industrial dispute, you do it through bargaining. You know, industrial bargaining, give and take, compromises. So I think the Supreme Court is right, because when you look at it, the ASU have the right to strike, and the federal government have the right, or not the law, not to pay them when they're on strike. So I think the appeal court is really trying to short-circuit everything. The court processes are not quick. Neither are they as tidy as we expect them to be. And so the court processes go on and on and on. Who suffers in the meantime? It's the children, it's the parents, it's the students. And I think the Court of Appeal is saying the right thing. The federal government seems to be chasing shadows, in my own view, by sanctioning or registering new trade unions. Yes, that's not going to solve the problem. They can do that in the future, but not now. It's not going to solve the problem at all.
In the middle of the crisis.
Yes, those unions are too small at this moment to make any appreciable impact. They muddy the waters. They don't solve the problem. That's what they do. So they are being used. And if they don't realize they're being used, then I think they are very naive, as it were. So yes, outside the court system, let's get this thing sorted. You know, let's have compromises. The government needs to give. ASU needs to give. Let's move forward.
Well, the matter was taken to the National Industrial Court there. It seems to be quite a very, very dicey situation here. Of course, it was taken to the National Industrial Court. Now we have the appellate court saying that no, you have to find a way to resolve this, amicably within yourselves. Help us understand the situation here.
You're saying the National Industrial Court, the substantive suit, which is the legality of the strike, and some two other issues, whether they can dictate whether they use IPPS instead of UTAS instead of IPPS, right, and whether they should be paid, you understand, for the period which is on strike. Those substantive issues have not been decided. And so what the government asked was for an interlocutory injunction, you understand, or some call it an interim injunction, you understand, if the other party is not there, to stop the strike from going on pending the determination of the substantive suit. So none of the legality of it has been decided at all. And it was granted to the government that they should return. So people thought that the court says that the strike was illegal. That's not what the court said. Now, ASU's rushed to their Court of Appeal for a stay of execution so that the strike will continue, you understand, even though the matter is in court, from that point of view. So that's where we are at this stage. So the Court of Appeal is at the stage where they would rule whether the interlocutory injunction should continue, you understand, or not. And I fear for ASU because, yes, they might be able to win appeal on substantive suits, right, but the question is, can they stop a court of first instance, you understand, of superior record from granting an injunction to end the strike pending the determination of the issues that are in dispute? I think that's the big question.
All right, let's talk politics here as well. Atiku and Okoa were in Bauchi yesterday, we understand, to receive over 300,000 defectors from other political parties into the PDP. The Nation reports that particular number is about 142,000, but that's quite a number.
Well, if that number is indeed true, then we can safely say that the PDP is on the big momentum, and that probably the election is almost being sealed for them. But the reality of it is that all these defections do not make a jot, do not make a difference, you understand, to the political fortunes of these parties. They're just momentary things and local things. People defect for a variety of reasons. Some defect because they want money, some defect because they've been aggrieved from their previous political party, and some just defect because they're just tired of being in the same old party for year on year on. So I'm not sure it's an indication of the electoral chances.
Is it Bauchi states, maybe the political climate there? I don't understand why that number.
Yeah, well, Bauchi State has always been a state that swings between, and I stand to be corrected by observers out there, that swings between PDP and APC. Even if it doesn't swing, it's always a state where you say it's a swing state. I call it a swing state, even if it remains in one political party. In other words, it could be PDP tomorrow, it could be APC tomorrow, and some of their members swing. Someone like Dogara, for instance, was with the PDP, and he swung and decamped to the APC. As it is now, it's even estranged. We don't know where it's going to be in the future. So I don't think it's peculiar to Bauchi, but I think it's pronounced in Bauchi.
All right, the Apex Eagle Social Culture Organization, or Hanese Indigo, has said about 18 state governors across party lines are currently working behind the scenes of the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi. They did not name the state governors, but according to them, 18 are actually supporting Peter Obi right now.
Well, it's a possibility. It's possible that it's true. And I can understand why they would not mention their names, because if they have different political parties from the Labour Party, then of course they don't want to compromise the positions of those governors. But I know that there are people that are not within the Labour Party, well, the Labour Party has no governors anyway, that are working for Obi, either because of where he comes from, either because of the politics that he represents, or either because they're tired of the ding-dong between the two major political parties. But do they have enough sway? And the question is, people have always said Obi has no structure. In other words, he has no governors. In other words, he has no House of Assembly. In other words, he has no senators or House of Representatives. If this is true, then this might form part of the structure and a rebuttal to people who say that Obi cannot win Shishi because he has no structure.
We've always had all of that support. Talking about recently Wike and his, would I use his group now, talking about those governors who are actually pitching their tent with him and all of that. He seems to be getting quite a lot of support. Is that something that will count in the long run at the end of the day?
Yes, I'm sure he would hope that it counts. The reality of it is that there's a sense of fairness and justice in this country. The Southeast, you understand, is part of this country. In other words, the Southeast also deserves a shot at the presidency. And I think there are a lot of people who feel that once the Southeast is able to present a decent candidate, a candidate that is sellable, then there's no reason why they should not be given a chance. If the Southwest has been given a chance, if the Northeast and Northwest, again, people are going to pick me up on the specifics, and if all those parts have been given a chance at governance in this country, so what is wrong with the Southeast that they should not and cannot be given a chance? People should not dredge up history. Yes, history is important, from that point of view, but that should not debar somebody from the Southeast. And it doesn't mean if you come from the Southeast, then you belong to the separatist tendencies. There are people in the Southeast, many people, who are not separatists, who just want a better Nigeria. So I think because of that, there's a groundswell. So does it mean we will win? Not necessarily so.
So it's that equity factor that's at play here.
Yes, I think to a great extent, to a large extent.
All right. Let's take a look at some other stories. Tinubu Shetima ticket, I won't vote Muslim 2023. Archbishop Onayekon. Now, the Archbishop has vowed to vote against the APC in 2023. Explained he won't vote for APC due to the Muslim presidential ticket.
Yes, I think everybody must choose the bed. How he's going to lay on it, how he's going to make it, and everybody has a choice. It's after all, a democratic process. And I believe that he's chosen his position. It doesn't mean his church members are going to follow him. It doesn't mean he's going to sway many people. But at least because he's a leader of thought, he's a religious leader, it holds some significance because there might be some people who are moving in between, swinging in between. Should I support this ticket or should I not because of the Muslim? And it might, draw some people out. But in terms of the major influence, I think people will do what they want to do. People don't necessarily follow what their religious leaders do. And it's not even suggesting that they follow him. It's a personal choice. It's a personal position.
All right, the spokesperson of the All Progressive Congress campaign, Festus Keyamo, he can't, account for the whereabouts of his presidential candidate, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. He made this known in a particular interview yesterday, quite a popular one. What do you make of this particular one and that particular statement?
Well, then you have to ask the question, is he really the spokesman? A spokesman that cannot speak for the principal, a spokesman that doesn't know the whereabouts of his principal. I think fundamental questions have to be asked, if he's ignorant, as the case might be. But it is clear that the governor, former governor as it were, Asiwaju, has gone to seek some kind of medical attention. And what has been quite comedic and hilarious, but also pathetic, is the fact that some fake videos and so on. When I mean fake, I mean videos that are not contemporary, are being flushed through the social media, being posted on the social media, and people have found them out. That these are not current, from that point of view. Having said that, there were some pictures yesterday which look current, of him looking dapper in a suit and engaging with some businessmen and so on and so forth. And of course, I spotted there Senator Afikuyomi. So it may well be, you understand, that they goofed when they sent out the videos. But it may well be that Tinubu is just taking a well-earned break. Some people say medical. Nobody knows about his medical, but it's strange that a spokesman is not in the know.
No, they said Atiku has always, traveled out to Dubai, and nobody makes a fuss about it, according to him. But why is it that whenever Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, travels like we have in this particular instance, it's a big deal. It's a massive deal.
Yeah, well, I think the issue is, Atiku may well be going for medicals, nobody knows. And in fact, people are beginning to question because he's become quite feeble because of his age. But the point is that Atiku is supposed to be older than Tinubu. And yet, when you look at Tinubu in terms of his memory lapse, the tremor in his hands, the unsteady gait, and so many things, which point to the fact that he might be suffering from something, you understand? And when he travels unannounced, and when he's not there at crucial moments, not there at the Nigerian Bar Association conference, not there when they signed the peace accord, and not there, in some crucial moments.
When campaigns apparently should have started.
Yes. So that is why questions are being raised. If Atiku 2 was not there at those crucial moments, I'm very certain that people would have raised the same kind of questions. If Peter Obi 2 avoided those crucial moments, and I'm sure that those questions too would have been raised.
Some people have said that particular video, I'm talking about the bike video now, was sort of like a proof of life.
Well, the only proof of life in these circumstances is provide your medical report. Every one of those candidates should provide their medical report in declaring themselves fit for office. I think we should have that in our constitution, not just at Tinubu, not just at Atiku, and not just Obi, but all the entire field that is contested for presidency. The being on a bike does not prove nothing, you understand? It only proves, you understand, that he got on a bike for how many minutes, how many seconds. I can get on a bike, I can be very ill, get on a bike, flash a few smiles here and there, you understand? And Onky Dore, Bob's your uncle.
All right. The national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Yocha Ayu, has described Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State as a great asset to the party. Ayu said Wike has helped to rescue PDP since time immemorial. The PD national chairman disclosed this through his special assistant on media and communication. He said, and I quote, "We're trying to see that everyone is given a fair hearing. As we speak, the local reconciliation committee is meeting with the party members at the state level to discuss issues and find solutions to those issues." Wike is PDP's greatest asset.
Well, I think the fence mending, the olive branch, and they're not trying to get Wike to massage his ego, as it were, which is changed from the initial attempt. The initial attempt was to rubbish Wike and to say that Wike was amateurish and all those kind of things that were said. And I think they've changed tack. It also might be an indication that you understand, is in trouble. It's quite clear that people are trying to find a way forward. And how do you sacrifice? You can't sacrifice Wike. You can't sacrifice Atiku. So it might well be that Ayu is collateral and is sacrificed. But I think that's a face-saving measure on my path. He wants to do everything possible to keep his job. And he only can keep his job if he has Wike on his side.
Finally, a resolution to that particular crisis that has lingered on for so long.
Yes, I'm not sure the crisis is going to be resolved that easily. But if PDP wants to win the next election, if PDP wants to increase its chances of being the next government, then they have to resolve this crisis. It doesn't mean that if they resolve this crisis, they've won it, but it means that their chances will be better than it is now.
All right, we're very much live on Facebook. You can jump on 32FM and 949 Ibado to drop your comments. We'll be taking your thoughts on there and taking your calls and messages as well. In the meantime, we'll take some commercials, and when we come back, we'll open the phone lines. So stay with us.
Mother's love is unconditional. Nothing serves this love better than a bowl of Indomie. So, show some love with Indomie.
tí wọ́n bá lo ráyéwá nítorí pé o lówó lọ́wọ́ tí wọ́n bá ń tàn ọ́ pọ̀ ráyéwá nítorí dúkìá tó pọ̀ tó ní ọkàn ò tí ì balẹ̀ pọ̀ ráyéwá àlàáfíà lògùn ọrọ̀ ṣáájú ara rẹ o ìlera sílẹ̀ mí gígùn gbogbo àrùn tí ń ṣe ẹ̀dá láyé náà kọ́ láyé fi ń ṣe ni bí dọ̀tí bá pọ̀ lára tí gbogbo ẹ́ńjìnì tásẹ̀ dáadáa bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tó kọsẹ́ má fòyà tó bá ṣe bí ẹni rárá tára rẹ ò ṣe déédéé pinnu lóòkàn àyà ara rẹ o Ventolin cleanser ní kò sẹ́mu agbanugbade fọgẹ̀dẹ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ ara dànù Ventolin jagunlabi panko pè ọ̀rẹ́ ara tọmọdé tàgbà tọkùnrin tóbìnrin ló lè lò ó ọ̀sọ́kùnrin sóbìnrin dò pépé Ventolin cleanser atẹ́jẹsẹ̀ maradan bíi kóròsìn Ventolin cleanser kìkìdé gbòógì tí ò lọ́tínú la fi ṣe ó ti wà káàkiri ilé ìtajà ògùn jákèjádò ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà a sì ń wá alágbàtà fún Ventolin cleanser pé nọ́mbà kò demand 08034051533 08034051533 iléeṣẹ́ ẹ̀mí one naturalist care ló ṣe Ventolin cleanser òun láyé tún lò.
Every time, you people be telling me to like free things, like free things. Fimi sile jare. But I find you where they're giving free drinks. If there's free food, you'll be there. Oh. If they're sharing free money, you're on the queue too. Forget. We all love good things. Even now that Jumia is doing free delivery, it's the same you and I that are enjoying it. On every order above 1,999 naira, you'll enjoy free delivery in Lagos and Ibadan. So, shop on Jumia today. Jumia, your everyday delivered.
Every kid is amazing at something. Give them amazing day. Amazing day instant cereal. Give them amazing day. Same calcium as a glass of milk. For healthy bones and teeth. Excellent source of protein. For daily growth and strength. Calcium, protein, vitamin A, dietary fiber.
Golden Penny Amazing Day Instant Cereal. Feed their amazing.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
Well, it's great to have you back with us. 32 FM 94.9. This is the Break of Dawn paper review. My name is Kenny DUROTILU. So we'll still have Professor Oluwajedeku with us in the house. We're opening the phone lines now 070-55,949 and 080-97,949. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Kenny. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. This is Seven from Oya. This is my own personal opinion. These people that federal government registered, they have their right of association. The only association that I like is that medical association, so that our medical students will not be on strike. Two, our religious leader, this is very careful. This division has said will not vote Muslim tickets. That is one personal opinion. You should not eat the politics. It's a bishop. That's the problem we have with Catholic bishops. Lastly, the individuals should be very careful about their comments about Obi. There is no Asian governor that is backing Obi. The governors want to keep their job in PDP and APC. People may hate with these organizations and they may translate it to Obi. They should be very careful. Have a nice time.
Well, thank you. Hello, good morning. Hello there. All right. Hello, good morning.
Yeah. Morning, friends.
Good morning.
Well, good morning. I think looking at what the bishop just said, and from what I just read now, he said he will not. He didn't say everybody should not. I think we should look at it here and quote it right. He said he will not be voting for so. I think he's talking about his own personal opinion. I don't think he's telling everybody because knowing fully well that in that particular church, there are other party members. So I think what he was actually saying is his own opinion. So are we saying he shouldn't say what he wants? And we just said there is freedom of expression on that. Then, please, over ASU, Prof, I think you just hit the head, nail on the head. Let's watch. Even if they were to register another association, I don't think it should have been now. they would have resolved this and bring them in. This is actually causing more trouble. More trouble because one, the new ones, what effect will they really do? How long have they been there? Good morning.
All right, thank you. Good morning. Appreciate that one. Hello, good morning. Hi, good morning. What's your name? All right, go ahead.
They are trying to cause the conflict from the stem and kill the parties because of it. This is the method from the government. What happened to the office of the come to ask in the side?
You have to call us back. That line's a bit muffled. Okay, thank you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
It's called from the West.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. The issue of Atiku and the defector. I want you to just understand one thing. You know, Nigeria will have a fifth geopolitical zone. And now that fifth, the person that wins 3 geopolitical zones have to drag one zone in the southern part of the country to win election. Or winning the 3 geopolitical zones in the south have to find a way to win at least 5 states in the north. I remember all the states, the middle states, which call North Central, I briefed. Secondly, on Guillermo, it is a pity that a spokesperson of a candidate can openly declare that he don't know the whereabouts of his master. It's a shame on him. Good morning.
All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Prof, you want to speak on the Archbishop and his comments about...
Yes. No, it's entirely, I agree that's entirely his personal opinion, and he's entitled as a citizen of Nigeria to voice his personal opinion. But he also holds a position of Archbishop, and I'm sure that he will influence 1 or 2 people. Right. But you can't stop him from voicing his own view.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name? All right, let's hear it.
Some universities try to decide agree with how the house is going on. Can we deny them their democratic right of forming their own organization?
I didn't catch that exactly. Was that a question? Not so sure. But anyway, 07055,949, 08097,949. Hello, good morning.
John Jock is my name.
Morning.
Thank you, Professor. I want to talk about the discussion in Bauchi State. I'm aware that Bauchi is majorly dominated by the Fulani. Therefore, there could be this ethnic game. It could happen there, especially at this time. I'm aware that in this Fourth Republic, all the governors that have been in charge of Bauchi State have always been a Fulani man. So the defection may be based on ethnic consideration and religious consideration. John Jock is my name.
All right, he tried to clear some of that up for us. Do you agree with that, Prof?
Well, I had the part about they've always been Fulanis, you understand? Yes, and Fulanis are not the only tribe in Bauchi. In fact, you have a lot of minority tribes, as well as Hausa from that point of view. So I defer to his superior knowledge there, but my own view is that it has swung between the parties. It depends on where they pitch their tent.
All right. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning. What's your name?
Yes, I'm good from LL. Federal government registering 2 more unions. I think they are adding more problem to the problem on ground. But do you remember that we started from Satura? Satura, Sano came out of Satura before Asu came out of Sano. Everybody went up have his own peculiar cause to fight, which means they are adding more to it. What is the solution when they brought TUC out of NLC? It is no problem. I think the way the federal government has gone is not the best way to go concerning the thing. They need to resolve issues amicably. As I say.
All right, thank you very much. 07055,949, 08097,949. Those are the numbers to be part on the conversation this morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name?
My own comment, I don't want to comment on any.
Your name, sir. Your name.
My name is Ayo from Ibadan.
All right.
I just want to comment that analyst that position. This analyst portraying him as a teacher of law and a good lawyer. It should keep it on. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. I'm sure profs.
Yes, no, I appreciate it. We keep on trying to do our best.
Let's take this one. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Yeah, I'm Jude from Palama.
Hi, Jude.
Now, on the next election, and we should all just stop pretending and say we don't know the next election is going to be based on religion and ethnicity. That's what the election is all about. So, we've raised what has been pretending to be dead before. So, the ethnicity and the religious angle there. So, it has been raised. So that's what it is done to. So thank you.
All right, thank you. Let's take some messages out of Facebook. Balakis on Diron says, good morning, 32 FM. After more than 180 days in captivity, Wednesday saw the release of the last of the Abuja-Kaduna train victims being detained in a terrorist den. Must be an unbearable trauma, as they need to be properly rehabilitated and receive appropriate psychiatric therapy for mental and emotional equilibrium. I hope the victims of the train accident will receive the required support from the federal government financially and psychologically. Appreciate you. Okediran Babatunde says, this is Akika. Please let us know your party so you can succeed. Makinde, you do a better job. Okay. Alright, just leave that one there. Suleiman Sharif says, good morning, 32 FM. In 2023 budget, the Senate also approved 3.6 trillion naira as subsidy on petroleum products for 2023. Other parameters approved include projected new borrowings for 8.437 trillion naira, including foreign and domestic borrowings. That's quite a long message. I can't take all of it. Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, because doctor, please, who is Atiku in position to remove Ayu as the presidential candidate? Please, I want to know that. Thank you.
All right, Prof.
Atiku in the position to do what?
To remove presidential candidate or something.
Oh, I think remove the chairman of
the chairman.
Of course, he's not in a position, but I think he has persuasive and he has the moral authority and the political capital. And whatever Atiku says, he's the leader of the party as the presidential candidate. Whatever he says goes. So he cannot constitutionally remove him, but he can make his life so uncomfortable that he will leave office.
Let's take another call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Olamide Adibike from Ibadan.
All right.
My comment is about this ASU of a thing. ASU, they are the problem. The reason why I said they are the problem is they were getting money from the schools personally. Let's look at the acceptance fee we are paying from school. Each student paying like 35,000, and they are having like more than 10,000 students every year. Where is that money going to? School fees at the same time. A lot of fees like that we are paying. Where is that money going to? Now they want federal government to pay their money. Which federal government refuse to pay? And they should look for another way to sort that out, not to affect all these students. I'm already graduated.
Right.
But I know what is going on.
Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate that one. We are very much out of time. We have to go now. Thank you, listener, for your time. Professor Oluwajedokun, thank you so much for your time as well. That's why we call it a wrap on the Break It Dawn paper review for today, the 6th of October 2022. My name is Kenny DUROTILU. The Smart Kids Show is up next. Stay with us.
The joy of a great nation rests on the shoulders of the radio station.
Camera action. Your music.
32 FM 94.9.
I want you to be mine. Now I'm the king of the swingers, oh, the jungle VIP. I've reached the top and had to stop, and that's what's bothering me. I wanna be a man cub, and stroll right into town, and be just like the other men. I'm tired of walking around. Oh, ooby-doo, I wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you, talk like you, choo. You see it's true, and ape like me can learn to be human too. Your part of the deal, cuz. Laid a secret on me, a man's red fire.
But I don't know how to make fire.
Now don't try to kid me, man cub. I made a deal with you. What I desire is man's red fire to make my dream come true. Now give me the secret, man cub. Come on, clue me what to do. Give me the power of man's red flower so I can be like you.
Get mad, baby.
I wanna be like you.
Okay, good morning, the smart kids. Yay! It is another day to be here with you. The Jungle Book, I wanna be like you. I wanna be like you, actually. You know, kids enjoying, and then you go to school. By the time you get home, mommy and daddy has prepared some food, and then you're not paying bills. So I want to be like you. Welcome to the show, kids. It's another beautiful day. My name is Auntie Danica, but you can call me Auntie D.